Witajcie moi drodzy, ja jestem Misiek 200M, a to takie dosyć nietypowe nagranie, ponieważ nie będę nic czytał, a zamiast tego pogramy sobie w demo gry My Little Investigations. Co można powiedzieć o samej grze? Jest tworzona przez grupę Equestrian Dreamers. Aktualnie wyszło jedno demo, z tego co wiem znajdują się w internecie już filmy z drugiego dema, czy z drugiej takiej wersji jakby specjalnej, ale ona przez autorów nie została jeszcze wypuszczona. A na czym z grubsza gra będzie polegać? Twilight przeprowadzi dochodzenie w sprawie pewnego wydarzenia. To demo wyszło jakoś na początku maja i właśnie w tym momencie chyba miałem styczność z tą grą, ale chyba nawet nie przeszedłem tego dema, bo nie pamiętam kompletnie tego. Jedynie wiem mniej więcej jak to się zaczynało, a jak dalej, no nie wiem, zobaczymy. Nie będę też jakoś zbytnio rozmowny w czasie tej rozgrywki, ponieważ w grze jest ogromna ilość dialogów. No, są też napisy. Mój angielski na jakimś wybitnym poziomie nie jest, ale myślę, że powinno być dobrze. Więc bez przedłużenia myślę, że możemy rozpocząć grę. Tak, new game. Ładowanie. O, jest troszkę tego jak na takie demo. Butik, 23:08.
Find it! Find it! It's here somewhere! Ah, I'm looking! Give me a break! It's too dark. Can't see a thing. Yes, that's a thing called mouse! Keep looking. Wait, I think. Aha! I found it! Finally! Let's get out of here, quickly! Ah, what the?
O, skuter.
What's going on?
Mam dobre pytanie.
Rarity, I came as soon as I heard. What happened?
Tak, Rarity, co się stało?
Twilight! It's awful, horrible, dreadful, perhaps even the worst possible thing!
O matko, straszne.
And that would be...
No co to
Why
było?
Twilight? Do I detect skepticism? Well, I shall have you know that last night I became a victim. A tragic victim.
To straszne, Rarity.
I shall never recover from this injury that's been wrought upon me. English, Rarity. I was in the zone, Twilight. But if I must, last night I was stolen from.
Okradziono.
Stolen from? What was stolen?
Tak, co skradziono?
Both of them.
Aha.
Who? My two jewels, True Blue and Opal.
Jak mógł ktoś opal ukraść? No właśnie.
Twilight, what Rarity is trying to say is that thieves broke into the Carousel Boutique last night and stole both the True Blue, a large sapphire that she had recently acquired when gem hunting, and Opal, which is her cat.
Tak, skradziono jakiś wielki szafir. Jej kota. No ciekawe.
How could they?
Tak jak mogli.
Poor darling, all alone out there with those ruffians.
I'm gonna go ahead and hope that she was talking about her cat there. What happened? Do you have any idea who did this?
Kurczę, to co mi się teraz strasznie rzuca, że tak powiem, w uszy, to to, że ścieżka dźwiękowa, znaczy muzyka jest stanowczo za głośna do dialogów. A aktualnie opcji nie ma w tej grze. No trudno. Tak, co się wydarzyło? Masz jakieś pomysły, kto mógł to zrobić?
Well, no. I'm afraid we haven't the slightest idea.
Ponyville doesn't really have much of a police force, you see, so we are a little under-equipped to handle something like this.
No tak, policja w Equestrii nie za wiele tego.
This doesn't happen very often, you know.
No na pewno często się nie porywa wielkich
An
szafirów i
investigative
kotów.
team from Canterlot has agreed to look into it, but I'm afraid they won't be here for a few days.
A few days? But the thieves might be long gone by then, and... Wait, is this the same investigative team as last time?
Exactly what happened last time? I can't seem to recall.
The one brought in to investigate the baby that went missing and which ended up being found unharmed in the closet?
Ah, yes,
Okay.
I do recall that, but I'm not sure where you're going with.
The one that somehow managed to implicate Pinkie Pie in a fictional Dragon X smuggling ring?
Well, yes. Yes, that's the one. Think positive, Twilight. They may,
Tak, Twilight, nie
perform better
przejmuj
this
się.
time.
No
Yes,
tak,
that's the
będzie
ticket.
lepiej tym razem.
Well, there's not much for it either way, Twilight. After all, no pony in our town has any experience with this sort of thing. We'll just have to wait it out. Oh, I have so much to do at the moment. I simply can't stay around any longer. We'll
Oj
get to the
tak,
bottom of this as soon as that
cały
investigative team
Ponyville
arrives,
na
Verity.
głowie.
You have my word.
Okej.
I'm afraid she's right, you know. We shall simply have to wait it out.
That investigative team gets their hooves on this case? Who knows what ridiculous things they might come up with this time? There has to be a better way.
No wychodzi na to, że ta ekipa dochodzeniowa, czy tych detektywów chyba niezbyt dobrze się zachowała ostatnim razem w Ponyville. No cóż, tego nie wiemy.
Rarity, I'm on the case.
I beg your pardon, Twilight?
Some pony needs to get to the bottom of this, right? Well, I volunteer. I've had experience investigating crime before, after
Och
all.
tak, Twilight się zajmie
Twilight, I'm
śledztwem.
really not sure if that's such a grand idea.
Well,
Oj tam.
I mean, sure. That particular investigation pretty much involved completely airtight evidence that directly identified the culprits in one go. And it also included an eyewitness who saw almost everything who could lead me exactly to the clues. But it's not like the team from Canterlot will be much better, right?
Forgive me, Twilight, if your words do not inspire a great deal of confidence.
It'll be fine. Don't you worry, Verity. I'll have this case wrapped up in a jiffy. Mystery novels came through for me then, so surely they'll come through for us again. I wonder where Pinkie Pie's been today. If she were here, I feel like she might say something like, "Hey Twilight, you're in a video game!"
Okej.
Now if you want to move, Twilight, you gotta just click where you want to go, or you can also just press and hold too. She
Okej.
might even say something like, "Now if you want to interact with something, well then you just click on it too, silly Billy." But sadly, she isn't here right now.
O, fajnie. Nie ma to jak przekazanie instrukcji w taki sposób, czyli gdzieś mogę kliknąć w konkretne miejsce, tak? Albo trzymać cały czas myszkę. O, fajne. Okej, co teraz? Może coś nam jeszcze Rarity powie. Tak, co się stało poprzedniej nocy?
I think we should start with what happened last night.
Of course, darling. What would you like to know?
Wszystko
Could you
najlepiej.
describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was sleeping in my bedroom when suddenly I heard a shrill crash from downstairs. I went
Okej.
downstairs to investigate, and what did I find but my house overturned and ransacked, my prized jewel gone, and my beloved opal assets missing as well. Oh, Opal, Mama's coming soon.
Tak, to straszne na
Perhaps I
pewno.
should ask more specifically about what was stolen.
No tak, co zostało skradzione? O,
And that
jako
was
pytanie.
everything there is to speak of? You saw nothing else at all?
No, nothing, I'm afraid. So sorry, Twilight.
Okej.
Awfully suspicious. Rarity, are you hiding something?
Nie wiem, czy tylko ja to słyszałem, ale przy poprzedniej wypowiedzi Rarity chyba było kliknięcie myszką, a to nie ja byłem na pewno. Czy Rarity coś ukrywa? No nie wiem, nie wiem.
Evidence proving that Rarity knows more than she's letting on. Presenting that to her should get her to talk to me.
Okej. Dobrze, co zostało skradzione?
Everything that was stolen last
Of course. First there was true blue, a regular hunk of a sapphire that shone in the light like a noonday sky.
To już wiemy.
Oh, whatever shall I do without the light of that jewel in my workshop?
Ale jej nie rozumiem. Najpierw mówi o szafirze, dopiero potem o jej
There was Opal.
ukochanym kocie.
Darling Opal! She's been missing since last night too. Now the jewel I can understand, but what could the thieves possibly want with Opal?
No tak.
It greatly troubles me to think of what might have happened to her. You must find them both, Twilight. Promise me. You must. You must!
Będziemy szukać.
I'll do my best, Rarity. I promise. Not just
No.
a giant sapphire, but her cat too? What an equestria could that be about?
Dobrze, starczy tych dialogów. Oj, jak widać jest tu tego cała masa. No cóż, na tym polega gra. Dochodzenie i te sprawy, czyli co? Teraz chyba powinniśmy przejść do zbierania dowodów. Co tu
A
mamy?
strange star-shaped object? I can't say I know what this is, but it looks out of place, which makes it a clue in my book.
Okej, jakiś dziwny, gwiezdnokształtny obiekt. Okej. A tu co mamy jeszcze?
Well, it doesn't take a sharp eye to see that these are tire marks. And it doesn't take a sharp wit to figure out that whoever was here probably was the cause of this broken window, too. Is there anything else here?
No tak. Jakieś
Is
coś...
this hair?
Włosy, Okej.
These tire tracks and this hair seem like they go together. What was it? Oh, right! If I want to combine them, I just click on evidence in the main screen. Click on the tracks, then combine with. Click on the hair, and then click combine.
O,
As Pinky
czyli...
might say, easy peasy!
Tak, porady Pinki odnośnie gry. Fajne, fajne. Czyli co, możemy połączyć jakieś fakty ze sobą? To połączmy te ślady z tymi włosami, czy tam sierścią, cokolwiek to jest. Połącz.
If we assume that this hair is from some animal, then it'd naturally follow that the rider probably swerved here to avoid hitting it, explaining why that pony went towards the window. Except, what animal was it? A pony, perhaps?
No nie wiem, nie wiem. Nie wiem, możemy przedstawić Rarity? To możemy. Nie wiem, to tam włosy jej pokażmy. O.
Why, thank you, dog.
I was...
Może to? A nie, czekajcie, mam pomysł. Może to do Opal należą te włosy czy tam sierść.
All right, let's think about this logically here.
Okay.
This color in this length is pretty rare. As far as equestria goes, there really aren't any ponies that it could have come from. In fact, the only creature that I can think of that it could have come from is opalescence. And that would mean that whoever was here swerved and crashed into the window because opalescence was in his or her path. And that would all come together to mean that this broken window likely was an accident.
Tak, zbite okno było jakimś wypadkiem,
Looks like
tak?
there's more to this than just that. But it's a start at least.
Okej. Co mamy teraz na temat tych włosów? A, jak od Opal. Co nam powie Rarity teraz na ten temat?
Why, thank you.
Nie za wiele. A opal?
Oh, Opal, you poor, poor darling!
Tak, tak. Zjedzona przez mantykorę, przez smoka albo hydrę.
Or maybe she's up a tree somewhere.
By Celestia's name! Don't scare me with such propositions!
Tak, a zjedzenie przez mantykorę to nie jest straszniejsza
You know
propozycja.
what? I'm not even gonna comment.
Prawidłowo. No już chyba myślę, że od Rarity nic nie wyciągniemy więcej, czyli co? Możemy się przespacerować i pozwiedzać okolice butiku. Z tego co pamiętam, to tu chyba jednak zbyt daleko zajść nie możemy. O, a co to?
A piece of cloth. Red on one side, gold on the other. I think I know what this is from.
Tak, czyżby to tak? Cutie Mark Crusaders, jej. No, Apple Bloom. A to zaraz wrócimy do niej. Coś tu jest jeszcze, czy nie? Czy ktoś? O, a mogę tu pójść? O, nie mogę. Nie wiem, dziwne jest trochę to sterowanie myszką. O, tam też nie zajdę, no to cóż. Pogadamy z Apple Bloom. Może zanim to, no naprawdę, głosy postaci Twilight i Rarity są trochę inne niż oryginalne, ale można się do tego przyzwyczaić. No pani burmistrz trochę gorzej wypadła, a zobaczymy jak nam Skutalu będzie mówić. Tak, o waszym stowarzyszeniu nam coś opowiedz.
Hey, Apple Bloom. How's it going with the Cutie Mark Crusaders? Done any, you know, epic quests or crusading lately?
Oh, well, no, actually, not really. See, we're kinda on break.
No średni głos, ale na pewno jak na taką produkcję to jest naprawdę fajnie.
On break?
Przerwę
Since when
mają.
do the Cutie Mark Crusaders take breaks?
Since, well, recently. I mean, every pony's gotta take a break once in a while, right?
How recently?
Pretty recent.
Why is she avoiding my questions? Something's not right here.
No coś nie pasuje na pewno.
Although, now that I think about it, there's one crusader I haven't heard anything about today. Say, Apple Bloom, do you know where Scootaloo's been?
Tak, Skutalu widzieliśmy przecież na początku samym.
Nowhere. I mean, somewhere. I mean, not here. I mean, I don't know.
O, jaka panika. No dokładnie, dokładnie. No na początku widzieliśmy, że prawdopodobnie za tą zbrodnią z kradzieży tego wielkiego szafiru stoją chyba te całe diamentowe psy. A co tam robiła Skutalu? No nie wiemy. A kto wie jak się akcja potoczy w pełnej wersji gry. Tak, Skutalu dodana do dowodów naszych. Od wczoraj jej nie widzieli. A jak dam ten Skutalu, to coś się dowie? O! Oj, szkoda. No, no cóż, no to demo, no nie można wymagać wszystkiego. Szkoda.
Right.
Chociaż z drugiej strony też nie głupi daje efekt takie coś. A coś o Rarity?
So, did you hear about what happened to Rarity last night?
Tak, co się stało Rarity zeszłej nocy?
Did I? That was an awful thing that happened to her.
Well, don't worry. I'm on the case. And I promise you that I'll find the one who broke that window and stole from her.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, good luck with that. Hope you have real good luck there.
That was an odd response. Apple Bloom, you wouldn't happen to know anything about what happened, would you?
Huh? Course not. Why would you think I'm not telling you something, huh?
Because you just told me that you're not.
Co to jakieś przesłuchanie? Okej. A czekaj, może zapytamy ją najpierw o ten skrawek z ich peleryny.
You know, Sweetie Belle didn't do a half-bad job on these capes, considering that, well, her costumes for your performance didn't go over quite so well. She, what?
Okej.
There's a market for this?
Katalog zimowych ubrań.
What?
Okej. O, na pewno.
Do I tell her?
Nie. Okej. A to co
Okay,
nada?
Apple Bloom. Time to find out what you're hiding.
Coś muzyka się chyba
Apple
zmieni.
Bloom, I need to ask you about where you were around the time of the crime.
Okej.
How come? I'm not a suspect, am I?
Czy jesteś podejrzana?
No,
No kto wie?
I just need to know. Procedure and all. That makes sense, right?
No na pewno ma sens.
Sure, I guess. I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest. Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm.
O, czyli wychodzi, że tych strzałek mogę używać i nie muszę słuchać całego dialogu. No fajnie. Tak, czyli cały czas była na farmie z Applejack i pomagała jej tam. Aha, skończyli pracę 6:37. Nie pamiętam
I
dokładnie.
had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day.
A press for info? A nie zauważyłem tego.
Why can't you remember exactly when it was?
'Cause I was outside. Duh! We ain't no fancy pants ponies with the watches and stuff. That's for Camelot ponies.
That doesn't
No
account for your
tak.
whole day, though. What about the rest of it?
I had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day.
Cały dzień?
That took up the whole day?
No dokładnie, cały dzień to zabrało.
Why, you have no idea how scary Miss Cheerilee can be in the classroom.
Do
Okay.
tell.
After Family Appreciation Day, every pony in the whole class had to write an essay on how it's bad to sleep in class with some pony
Tak,
else's
pisanie esejów. Każdy to chyba lubi.
That doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, it ain't. Except for the fact that she wanted us to explain our position on why it's bad and what bad it is using classical philosophers' argument as a basis.
Okej.
Jeremy Banhoof will haul me to the grave, Twi. To the grave.
Do grobu.
This is an elementary school?
Tak, dobre
I
pytanie.
certainly never went anywhere near the Carousel Boutique. No, sorry.
I didn't ask about the Carousel Boutique.
A, no tak.
Oh, well, I still didn't. I mean, that's where the crime happened, right? So naturally, I figured you were asking about that. And I wasn't. So there.
No, tak, tak. Oj, Apple Bloom coś ukrywa.
If you
Na
say
pewno.
so.
So, I don't know if I can really help you much here, Twi. Awful sorry.
I know for sure that Apple Bloom is hiding something from me here. The only question is, what?
I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest. Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm.
No, się zaczyna od początku. Też nie ma dźwięku, znaczy ścieżki dźwiękowej. Dobrze, na razie zostawimy Apple Bloom. Coś tutaj możemy więcej zrobić z tym. Cutie Mark Crusaders, okej. Ze Skutal połączyć.
I can't seem to find a logical connection here.
Oj, tam jak nie widać. To może się, nie wiem, przejdziemy do Rarity, bo chyba wychodzi na to, że mamy tu dwie osoby do pogadania. Rarity i Apple Bloom. Coś ciekawego dowiemy się od Rarity. O. Tu nie. O, to może pokażmy jej tą skrawek z tej peleryny.
I remember this little problem.
O, to się dobrze składa. Mogłabyś się podzielić tą informacją z nami?
You do?
Of course. Apple Bloom came by this morning to have this little accident fixed up. She seemed to have ripped her cape during one of her usual excursions.
Przyszła dzisiaj rano Apple Bloom. A zobaczcie, a cały dzień niby odrabiała lekcję, okej.
I asked her why she didn't just get Sweetie Belle to fix it up, but she said that Sweetie Belle was very busy today and couldn't spare any time to do so. I really don't know what those fillies are up to, but on the other hoof, perhaps it's better I don't know. I swear, sometimes I don't understand myself. Sweetie Belle absolutely ruins my gold silk, and now here I am, fixing the capes they made with it.
Tak. Złoty... jak ten materiał się nazywa? Jedwab chyba, tak? Złoty jedwab to było to w którymś odcinku.
I'm an odd sort. Do you think I'm odd, Twilight?
Nie.
Oh, Rarity. I think you just have a big heart.
No, można i tak.
Don't remind me, Twilight. Sometimes it can be a bit tiresome.
So this belonged to Apple Bloom, and she had it fixed this morning.
O. No chyba nic więcej stąd nie wyciągniemy. To mnie ciekawi. Skąd to w ogóle jest i o co chodzi? Dobrze, zobaczymy. No cóż, widać mamy do pogadania z Apple Bloom. Naściemniała nam nieźle. Co nam dała jeszcze? Pelerynę. Aha, okej. To może dajmy, czy tam pokażmy jej tą pelerynę całą.
You know, Sweetie Belle didn't do a half bad job on these capes.
Nie, dobrze. To już słyszeliśmy. Tak, dobra. No to jeszcze raz.
Okay, Apple Bloom.
Przesłuchamy cię.
Time to find out what you're hiding. Apple
Dokładnie.
Bloom,
Huh? How come?
Dobrze, to już słyszeliśmy.
No, I just...
I wasn't really doing a whole lot.
Okej. Pomagałaś cały dzień Applejack. A nie, może w następnym dialogu, tu kiedy mówiła o czasie. When it was... Peleryna. Nie mówiłaś prawdy, tak? Nie była szczera. O. Nie?
We finished everything up.
Wiem, że skracam te dialogi strasznie, ale to się długo naprawdę ciągnie. A, przez resztę dnia i okej, a co nam powiesz na tą pelerynę?
Aha!
Co?
Right, well...
Okej, a nie, to może...
I had homework.
Okej, i
That
więcej
took up the
informacji.
whole day?
After Family Appreciation Day. Oh, we didn't. scaring me.
This isn't.
I certainly never went anywhere near the Carousel Boutique. No,
Okej.
sorry.
To co nam powiesz na tą nieszczęsną już po raz chyba 3. czy 4. pelerynę?
Aha! This.
Znowu źle? Jeny.
Right.
Jak nie?
I certainly.
Może mam jej pokazać ten skrawek?
Apple Bloom? I'm afraid to say that I don't think you're being honest with me here.
No, też tak myślę.
Of course I am, Twi.
No
How
tak.
could you say something like that?
Coś
Oh
ukrywasz.
no, I'm not being guilt-tripped this time. I found a scrap of your cape near the bridge to the Carousel Boutique. I know you were there, Apple Bloom.
Ha.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that was left there last night, does it? Why, that was left there a long time ago, Twi.
Apple Bloom, are you seriously pulling this?
Sure, a scrap of my cape was found near there.
Tak, jakiś czas temu. A co nam powiesz na to, że mamy twoją pelerynę z dzisiejszego ranka?
No, Apple Bloom. I'm afraid that one's not going to fly. I talked
Ha.
to Rarity earlier, and she told me that you had this fixed this morning.
No patrzcie.
Yeah, but
Ale...
Your prized Cutie Mark Crusader's cape. Apple Bloom, come on. You can't tell me that you wouldn't get that fixed as soon as possible.
but it, I mean, all right, you win, Twi.
No
I'm
dobrze,
sorry.
dobrze. Mów
It's
prawdę.
okay, but please, I need you to tell me what you know. I can't help if I don't know as much as possible.
Mam 3 kropki, okej. O, dodane jako pytanie, dobra. Co się stało poprzedniej nocy? Oj, co jest?
All right,
Okej.
Apple Bloom. Please tell me everything you know about what happened last night.
Dużo tych dialogów, bardzo dużo.
I can't.
O, czemu?
And why not?
'Cause I can't.
Apple Blue, dawaj.
Apple Bloom, I think I know why you're not talking.
Z powodu Skutalo zapewne, tak?
You were trying to protect Scootaloo, aren't you? I haven't heard from her all day, and Rarity said some things about you three that seemed awfully suspicious.
Yeah, you got it, Twi.
Apple Bloom, listen to me. I know your heart is in the right place, but this isn't the right way to protect Scootaloo.
No
There's an
zapewne nie jest dobry
investigative team
sposób.
coming in from Canterlot to handle this case. It's very, very important that I have this case closed before they get here.
You don't mean that investigation team, do ya?
No ciekawe co z tą ekipą nie tak jest.
I'm afraid I do.
Okay, I get it, Twi. No more hiding, promise. I wasn't being truthful because, well, I was awfully worried about Scootaloo. See, last night we were rehearsing a comedy routine that we had planned to put on for Rarity's birthday, which is coming up pretty soon. We've been doing that for quite a while now.
Oh,
Aha,
right! Comedy, of course. Great!
Well,
tak.
yeah, this'll learn all cutie marks for sure.
Na
But
pewno.
you can't tell any pony about this, Twi. This is super duper top secret. It won't work if it's not a surprise.
Nie wiem, coś ona chyba dalej kręci.
Sure. You can trust me. Cross my heart and hope to fly. Stick a cupcake in my eye.
Pinky Promise.
Daddy, yes?
Pewnie.
Yes.
Well, all right then. Anyway, we were practicing the town square last night, like always, and things are going pretty well. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time, or what she was up to.
Tak, czyli Skutalu z nimi nie
A
było.
short while after that, we heard a sudden loud crash coming from
Whoa.
the Carousel Boutique.
Nie wiem czemu, ale to mnie wystraszyło, na serio. No dosyć dziwny jest ten obrazek, na serio. Tak, usłyszały jakiś odgłos nadchodzący z butiku. No, mów dalej.
We didn't know what in tarnation was happening now, so we just watched for a bit to see what was going on. And then a little while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but
Ale...
I'm pretty sure it was
Tak,
Scootaloo.
Scootaloo. No ciekawe, ciekawe.
What? Oh, no, that can't be right.
Czyli że co, że niby Scootaloo zamieszano w kradzież?
Afraid it is, Twi. I didn't know what was going on, but since it seemed like Scootaloo was in trouble, we all figured, well, better not say anything about it. I'm awful sorry I lied to you, Twi.
It's
Nie
fine.
szkodzi.
Really.
Dokładnie.
You did the right thing in telling me all this. This has been a big help.
Scootaloo's not a thief, Twi. You gotta believe me. You gotta help her. Promise.
Nie no, jakby Scootaloo miała niby stamtąd zabrać wielki szafir albo kota.
I promise on my honor as an investigator that I will clear Scootaloo's name and get to the bottom of this.
Tak. Oczyśćmy dobre
They
imię
have something
Scootaloo.
that's valuable?
Let's just say that, yes, I promise.
Okej. I co, to tyle? O, chyba od Scootaloo, więc... od Apple Bloom. Więcej nie wyciągniemy. I się nie dowiemy. Co mamy na temat Scootaloo? No cóż, chyba wracamy do Rarity, bo żadnego więcej pomysłu nie mam. Okej, Rarity. Nie wiem, to co? Co nie wiem, to oznacza, że jest zablokowane pytanie, czy co?
Rarity, I think we should start with what happened last night.
Of course.
No to było już, ojej.
And that I should...
Będę klikał jak głupi. Dobrze, no to może przedstawmy jej Scootaloo i to, że jest... no podejrzana.
Rarity, I hate to say it, but I don't think you're telling me the whole truth here.
Tak. Czyli wychodzi na to, że Rarity też nie była z nami szczera.
Why, darling, whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
Zarzuty.
All right then, let's look at this a different way. How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
No tak, jak szybko zeszła ze schodów, kiedy spostrzegła, że coś jest nie tak.
Immediately, of course, but I don't see what relevance that has to
natychmiast.
anything.
Okej.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity. Maybe I can get her to talk if I make it seem like I know more than I really do.
Okej.
I spoke to Applebloom earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night. Also learned that Scootaloo stayed for roughly a minute before leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing the crash, don't you think you might have seen something?
Tak jak tak natychmiastowo zeszła po schodach, czy nie powinna czegoś widzieć? No, dobre pytanie, dobre pytanie.
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
No tak, wychodzi, że mamy rację. Twilight dobra nasza.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
Celestia? Okej. Last night unlocked.
You are correct, Twilight. I did see Scootaloo last night.
A, czyli Rarity widziała
Did not know what to
Scootaloo.
make of it, and then to protect her. I do apologize for not being forthright about it.
Nie wiem, czemu mam wrażenie, że chyba zaczęła trochę inaczej mówić.
I understand, Rarity, but if that that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
No tak. O, kolejne przesłuchanie.
Time to get to the bottom of this.
No to lecimy jeszcze raz.
All right, Rarity.
Teraz
Please tell me
przynajmniej.
everything you know about what you saw last night. I can't help if I don't have all the details.
Przynajmniej teraz muzyka inna będzie, bo naprawdę zagłusza muzyka dialogi dosyć mocno.
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best.
Okej.
I finished up all of my work for yesterday evening earlier than I had expected, so naturally I wanted to get my beauty sleep.
Mhm. Ważny klient jakiś. Coś więcej.
Which certain client was this? Out of curiosity.
Who else but Sapphire Shores? She gives me such good business.
No w końcu
I
Szafir,
don't
no
want
tak.
bugs, of course, but my goodness, does that man love jewels, Twilight? Although, I suppose her request was what got me searching for gems, which was what caused me to find True Blue in the first place. It wasn't so bad, all things told. Well, as soon as I get True Blue back, that is. Hint, hint.
Right, so anyway, you had just gone to sleep?
I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep when, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor.
Czyli obudził ją ten cały odgłos rozbitego okna, tak? Coś więcej na ten temat?
Crash are we talking about exactly?
No, okno raczej.
Kind of crash that a window.
Aha, no tak.
Aha, right. So, what did you do when you heard this crash?
Well, I was just scared out of my wits at that moment, so I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on.
Zniszczone.
Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Of course I'm upset. Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
That's what
niestety.
has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization, but sheesh.
Worse still, True Blue, my prized jewel, was gone, snatched from my very home. And perhaps, worst of all, when I came to the scene, the very first thing I saw.
Pomarańczowy i fioletowy kucyk. Czyżby tu chodziło o Skutalu? No nie wiem, ma więcej informacji.
This is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here. Was there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
No, czy to może nie było Skutalu, może ktoś inny?
Well, I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all. And by that time, it had very nearly left.
Czyli nie widziała dokładnie. Pewnie było ciemno.
All I can say is that it was definitely something moving. And that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
No właśnie. Ta cała pelerynka zdobywców uroczego znaczka. Czy tam znaczkowej ligi.
All I saw was her backside. Perhaps the cape had gotten wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window.
No,
I don't know.
chyba, że tak.
If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
Czyli, że to niby Skutalu za ten stoi.
The only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think.
And if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well...
No jak Skutalu zamieszana w takie przestępstwo poważne?
I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that Scootaloo broke the window to my boutique, tore my boutique take apart and search for True Blue, and then made off with it.
No, coś tu chyba ucięte trochę.
Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight.
Okej. Nie, to nie mogło być Skutel.
I finished up all of my work for...
Dobrze, może coś więcej. Dobrze, ważny klient. Usłyszała te odgłosy.
If there were potentially...
No dokładnie. Jak tacy niebezpieczni przestępcy byli w jej domu, to nie bała się tak zejść na dół?
Suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it. But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not? What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible!
Dobrze, dobrze. Nie wiem, może coś o opal więcej.
Rarity, what you said contradicts this bit of evidence.
No.
Oh,
Okej.
Found there was...
wow. You seem pretty upset.
To już było.
Now I'm going...
That's what has her...
Ach, tak.
Rarity, this is...
Well... All I can say...
Tak, czyli że to niby była Skutalu.
I don't know.
Is she really...
And if that... I...
No, Skutalu?
Rarity. Oh,
I...
Nie wiem, a co z tą sierścią i...
Rarity.
A! W ten sposób, właśnie co z opal.
Oh, do tell, darling! Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging from their length and color,
Ojej, muzyka się zmieniła? Czyżbyśmy byli na dobrym tropie?
I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than opalescence. As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo, then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully.
Czyli, że co, ślady zostawił skuter Skutalu, tak?
She was
Okay.
probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
No, jak ukradła?
Let me ask
Rarity.
a very important question before answering that.
No, jakie
Do you,
pytanie?
by any chance, keep your door locked when you go to
Tak,
sleep?
czy drzwi były zamknięte na noc?
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One
Okay.
follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Czy zabrała opal z dworu do domu na noc, tak? Zamknięte drzwi?
Of
No,
course.
ciekawe.
Poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
To co robiła opal na zewnątrz?
Then I think we've established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
Twilight, I must ask that you be more direct, as I am not following one word you're saying.
All right, let's think about the facts of the case thus far. We know that you heard a crash and came downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique.
No tak, to już wiemy. Zeszła na dół po schodach, jak usłyszała ten dźwięk i zobaczyła Skutalu szybko opuszczającą jej
We can
butik.
reasonably conclude that she probably was responsible for the broken window.
No tak, ona jest odpowiedzialna za okno.
We also know that the broken window was likely an accident, avoiding Opal, who was immediately in front of her path. You just told me, though, that you bring in Opal and lock your door at night. So
No
that
tak.
raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here.
To co Opal robiła na zewnątrz? Nie wiem.
What was Opal doing outside?
Ha, trafiłem.
But she
Dobre
would have got to
pytanie.
know when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
Czy wyszła na zewnątrz? Jak Scootaloo otworzyła drzwi?
That's not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Right before she crashed through the window.
I trust you're beginning
Okej.
to see my point.
No tak, Scootaloo przecież wleciała oknem, a nie drzwiami.
If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Prawdopodobnie.
Exactly.
Dokładnie.
I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo.
Czy ktoś był jeszcze w butiku
And
przed
that they're the
Scootaloo?
ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out.
No my już prawdopodobnie wiemy, kto był w butiku, no ale ciekawe jak nam to gra poprowadzi dalej. Tak, czyli jak ktoś otworzył drzwi, to wtedy Opal
The
mogła
question now, though,
wyjść na
is who
zewnątrz.
that would be. And that's just what I'm going to find out. Well, this case has certainly turned out to be more interesting than I thought it would be.
Aha.
First, Scootaloo, of all ponies, comes under suspicion. And now we've opened the possibility that some pony else was also at the scene of the crime. Just who was it that came to the boutique before Scootaloo did?
A, dobre pytanie.
I have the feeling that this case is going to get even more interesting from here on out. And I won't rest until I've seen it through to the end.
O! Okej. Gra się automatycznie wyłączyła. Czyżby to już był koniec dema? No cóż, szkoda, szkoda. No co mogę powiedzieć o grze? No, na pewno czekam na pełną wersję, bo gra się naprawdę fajnie w takie gry. No co prawda ilość dialogów przytłacza, ale myślę, że to dobra rzecz nawet dla nauki języka, czy coś w tym stylu. A co mogę powiedzieć? No to, co mi dokuczało, to to, że muzyka stanowczo za głośno względem dialogów. Momentami też brakowało kilku dialogów, albo głosy postaci nie były takie same cały czas. Ale jak na taką produkcję, to mi to kompletnie nie przeszkadza. No cóż, i myślę, że to chyba tyle tego nagrania. Jeśli ktoś dotrwał do tej pory, to naprawdę gratuluję. Teraz jest już 2 w nocy. No cóż, w takim razie trzymajcie się i dobranoc.